Well, good morning and welcome to another weekly Wine Steward video. I'm pleased to show you the wreckage of last night in the background there. Yeah, we had a great event. It was our first event of the year. We kind of left January alone, but as of February 1st, we were right back here in the event business once again. So that was great, and I'm using this background to inspire, or at least to remind me to tell you about our next events. I should say events. So, next Tuesday, sold out. That's our Wine Appreciation 101 class based on the enthusiastic signups. I figure we will not be doing that for the last time. At any rate, let's tell you about what you can still sign up, because you haven't even heard about it yet, what you can sign up for, I should say, and put this up here as an indication of what's coming, or who's coming. Angelino is coming back. So many of you sat down to hear from a guy you had never heard of last year, but it went off so well that those of you who enjoyed it, and I think everyone did, will be eager to sign up again, and hopefully some others will as well. Angelino, as the pronunciation implies, is from Italy. And he's a very thoughtful, kind of soft-spoken dude, but man, he knows a lot, and he's going to show none other than great Italian wines, probably over a dozen of them once more. So Angelino is coming back. Angelino, incidentally, is the dude who went to Venice, Italy, bought 2 gondolas, and brought them to Lake Merritt and ran a gondola business there. So he would row you around and sing to you, maybe even attempt to play the guitar or the mandolin while in one, I don't know if you can do that, but he does play the guitar. Once in a while, he may in fact be picking it up. He did that last time while you were tasting a Barolo or whatever. All of a sudden he's reaching for an instrument, and this has never happened at the wine bar before. All of a sudden you're trying great wine and being serenaded. So the day after Valentine's Day this year, if you're still in that romantic mood, why not extend that with a visit to the Wine Steward Mezzanine by signing up for Angelino's occasionally serenaded lineup of delicious Italian wines. He showed this last time. This is Lagrein. We won't be doing it this time. We've already chosen other wines that Angelino is going to be representing to you. So that is February 15th. That's for the first 24 people who RSVP. All right? I'll be putting that on the winesteward.com in just a second, and you'll be able to go there, buy your seats, and buy your much needed cheese platters. You'll definitely want to have cheese and meat with these protein-loving Italian wines. All right? What else should I put up in front of you? Hey, how about this? Let's put something big in front of you, because it requires a big commitment out of 28 of you to sign up for not one class, yes, another class is coming, but a series of classes, 6 classes in a row. On alternating Tuesdays starting in early March, we are going to finally put on our much anticipated, long delayed, once canceled, and now we're doing it, doggone it. The pandemic can just stay the hell out of here, and we will in fact do our Wines of the Old World series of classes. Yes, country by country, European countries, we are going to be doing a different country every week. The first 2 classes, I think, will address France, and then we'll do Spain, and then Italy, and so on. But you need to sign up for the entire series. It's not inexpensive, because it's 6 events that we're putting on for you, and it takes a commitment. You'll have to check your calendar to have all of those Tuesday evenings available. Yes, they will be Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m., and this is the much anticipated, long awaited Wines of the Old World class series. So will we have a Gigonus? I don't know, but I can tell you that at least 8 wines will be enjoyed and talked about, discussed in each class, and we'll even have some homework. We're going to ask all of you attendees to acquire a copy of the Wine Bible by Karen McNeil, 3rd edition. And in fact, we've asked Town Center Books to offer it at a very good price, so you can get it right down the street from one of our business neighbors. And you'll be asked to do some reading. Not a whole lot, but before each class, you're expected to come with a bit of preparation. And there might even be a quiz, but don't worry, we're not going to we will not spank you if you're, well, we will if you want, but we're not going to really be all hard ass about this. This should be fun. So Wines of the Old World class series starting in early March. I don't even know the date yet, but I have put the dates on the winesteward.com. If you hit that event, if you hit that experience, the 6 class series, you will see the dates. You can check your calendar and see if you can make that big commitment. All right? Some people already have. I haven't even announced it yet, but some people saw it on the website and have already signed up. So better get to that. Okay? All right. What else is coming up? What else is coming up? Well, what else is happening right now? The WineBar. How about that? We have published the new WineBar menu. Yesterday was crazy. We had to get ready for this event and do a menu for that. And we got our WineBar going at the same time. So a lot of work. Thank you, Grace and Leslie, for getting so much done on behalf of a very, hopefully, successful day. I haven't tallied the results, but I'm sure the orders were generous. At any rate, let's tell you about the WineBar now, because this has to change quickly. In the course of 2 hours, 100 glasses will disappear, will be polished and cleaned, put back on the shelf. All of these plates, tablecloths, furniture changes, and we're back into the WineBar thing as of 2 days. So let's tell you about the menu real quick. We're gonna do a white flight that consists entirely of French whites. That will take us to the Loire Valley, to Bordeaux. Where else did we go? Burgundy and Costières de Nîmes. So that's the Rhone, the southwestern Rhone, Costières de Nîmes. Ever heard of that? And so on. So a white flight, delicious. A red flight consisting of all Rhone or Rhone-inspired wine. So we're going to do this wine from Saint-Côme. Saint-Côme, kind of a funny name. The hardest thing about this wine that is so easy to enjoy is its name, Saint-Côme. That's how you say it, all right? It's not Saint-Cosme or Saint Cosma, or at any rate, funny name, delicious wine that starts off the red flight. And then let's come back home to the Dry Creek Valley for one of our favorite producers up there, Unti Grenache. Little dab of Syrah, darkens it up a little bit, but it's very, almost pure Grenache. Very delicate and charming. Very nice stuff. Now, why not this? I wanted to check in on our baby. This is the wine that we made for the store. Had a hand in making this, and this comes entirely from very, very old vines up in Oakley. Some of the oldest vines in the world are actually up there. And this is a blend of Carignan, 60%, and 40% Mourvedre. You can call that Monastrell, you can call it Mataro. Up there in Oakley, some of the old farmers call it Mataro. And at any rate, I call it good. And not just because we had a hand in it, but this is a distinctively delicious wine. I think you are going to enjoy it if you haven't had it yet. And it fits very nicely into this all Rhone or Rhone-inspired flight. Domaine des Plus de Vie, Carignan, Mourvedre. All right. And then 2 wines from Australia. We don't really do Australia often enough, so why not do it? And this will surprise those of you who think Australian wine is all bombast and no delicacy. This is in fact a Shiraz or Syrah if you want, and it is going to be more delicate and more elegant than you would expect if all you thought Australia was bombast. And this is Shaw and Smith, gorgeous stuff. Elegant, very elegant Syrah. Now for the final wine, we'll stay in Australia. We will get a little bit bigger, but we are going to maintain the theme of elegance with Torbreck, easily my favorite producer in Australia. Torbreck makes several tiers of quality. They go all the way up to a wine called Runrig. There's actually something above that costs like astronomical bucks, but Runrig, it's like $210. That is the peak of the pyramid that most people know about from Torbreck. This wine called Woodcutters Shiraz, much more attainably priced in the mid-20s. It is delicious. It recently got a 93 points rating from Venice, and Venice was remarking that Torbreck used to be much heavier and maybe almost awkwardly so, and in the 10 years since that dude has tried Woodcutters Shiraz, it has become more finessed. So the more recent vintages, he's giving it a 93, not for whopper status, but because, hey, this is gorgeous. It is full flavored and dark, and it is elegant. Here's that word again, rarely applied to Australian wine, right? Torbreck. Now, let's tell you about this bubbly, because this is kind of a prelude. This is practice. Here is a rosé champagne, a Brut rosé from Bernard Gauchier. 100% Pinot Noir from the southern part of Champagne, known as the Aube, and it is delicious. It is also meant to be practice. This is the sparkling wine of the week. We are always doing a different bubbly on the WineBar. So with each menu, it's a new sparkling wine coming upstairs to get more people into this idea of bubbly. Well, what's happening the weekend after this weekend? That is the weekend preceding Valentine's Day, the day of love. Well, that's on a Tuesday, and I'm sure we'll have something going on the WineBar. But the weekend before that, this menu changes to include a flight of 5 sparkling rosés. How about that? For the celebrating the Day of Love, the upcoming day. So this is practice, and anticipate 1 week later a whole bunch of bubbly rosé, dry, vibrant, good stuff. That's just telling you to get in here now and practice for that with this gorgeous rosé champagne. And I've told you about the red flight, told you about the white flight. The final wine to tell you about, this is available only by the glass, but somebody special ordered some of this fantastic Pinot Noir that we carried for much of last year. And in order to get a decent price, I had to order 4 6-packs. He wanted 1 6-pack. And so, okay, I brought in this 4 because I knew the rest of you would love this wine. If you remember it, you remember how good it is. If you haven't had it yet, you gotta try this wine. This is from the Mount Pisgah sub-AVA of the Willamette Valley of Oregon. And in fact, that AVA just got approved in, I think, June of 2022. And this had already been bottled, so we can't say Willamette Valley on it as of that vintage, but I can tell you that's where it's from, this new Willamette Valley American viticultural area, all right? And Garachi is gorgeous Pinot Noir. It acts nearly Californian in its body and full flavored fruit. And you're gonna love a glass of this. Yes, you have to buy up a little for it, but you'll understand why you did once you taste, especially once you smell this wine. Please smell your wines. And that's about it for today. Yep, we have to clean this up to get ready for the WineBar, and I want you to anticipate signing up for Angelino's Italy event, and then take very seriously, you serious wine students, the idea of being with us for 6 classes in a row, celebrating the wines of the old world. That starts in early March. Thank you very much for everything you're doing here. I have other things to tell you about, but there's no more time. I gotta get clean in here. Thank you. Have a good one.